Hey. Love Dr. Nikki from Aranum.com here. I hope you're having a bright, blessed, and beautiful day. I just wanted to do a quick little video. Everybody's talking about him. We're still seeing pictures of him everywhere. And that's Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce from the Chiefs. And we don't need to say where Taylor's from. All you Swifties out there, you know how independent, strong, and particular Taylor Swift is. She's from the week of the Titan. She's the Sagittarius 3. Now, Kelce, he's a bit different. He's from the week of Society, Libra 2. So he's going to be more about wanting to be with people and wanting to be in the crowds, where Taylor may want to avoid that a little bit more. Now, the best relationship between these two is friendship, and the worst is marriage. You've got two very much type A personalities, right? And then when you have twice as many detractors in your charts as you do strengths for your relationship, it doesn't mean the relationship can't happen. It just means it's probably going to be a non-traditional relationship, and the couple are going to have to really work around the problems and issues that evolve. Like for Taylor and Travis, we have a conjunction with Venus and Mars. Awesome conjunction, great for relationship, and that brings the heat with a lot of passion and deep emotion and affection. Then we also have a conjunction with Mercury and Saturn, which is nice and warm and makes it's kind of complementary to the needs of one to the other. And we also have a conjunction with Saturn and Uranus. It's the favorable union is what that one's called. And finally, there's a sextile between Saturn and Pluto in their charts that can really help them achieve their ambitions and goals. These two can help fuel each other's career, as we've already seen. Yeah, well, just before the Super Bowl. And then, of course, there was all the buzz. Was Taylor going to make it to the Super Bowl? Now, the challenges for this couple, and there are many, are challenges that cannot be overcome. But one of the big ones is that they have a square between Sun and Neptune, and that could bring up not necessarily jealousy, but feelings of being used, taken advantage of, not the other partner not giving as much. There's also a square between Mars and Jupiter, and that's easy for the relationship to end up being manipulative at times, kind of using each other for your own advantages instead of loving each other. And then finally, opposition of Jupiter and Saturn. And these two may be too different to really complement each other over the long term. Think of him as in his Bermuda shorts and Hawaiian shirt, and her always looking perfect. And so they approach the camera very differently. Now, the strengths are outweighed by the weaknesses, but a couple like this, where they're both stars already, can overcome the difficulties that the stars provide them. Now, while Travis can thrill and chill us with amazing moves as a tight end for the Chiefs, can he find happiness with a woman who's worth 3 times what he is? Can he find happiness with someone who is so uber successful? And then you talk about the financial status between their two. There comes a point where there's just money is money and emotion is much more important. And I do think that these two do display that emotion, that love is more important. I don't think anybody missed I don't think there's a Swiftie out there that missed the video clip of Taylor running off the stage in Australia and Sydney and just jumping into Travis's arms. It was a beautiful moment. And then between these two, between her pumping up the volume on his career and him opening up a whole new venue of listeners to her career and her pumping up his, these two can have a long-term commitment together. My advice for these two, that you can beat the stars and stay together if you remember that loving each other is the most important thing. Money you have, love is what's important. And so Taylor and Travis can make it through the long term, but they're going to have to focus on one another. It won't be bad blood between the two of them unless Travis pushes too hard to have a child. we're not quite sure if Taylor's ready for that. Otherwise, if he pushes too hard, she just might write in his name. He seems to be keeping her dance card full. That's my little take on Travis and Taylor. I hope you've enjoyed it. But Swifties everywhere, this could be the relationship that goes the distance for her. Maybe she'll write some upbeat love songs about Travis. Have a bright, blessed, and beautiful day, y'all. Love Dr. Nikki from Moranium.com here. I hope you'll stop by and see me. Bye-bye.